Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Lenny Robbins YouTube channel. Know your politics. Let's come together to create a better understanding for each other by watching what our politicians do and say. Because by watching what they do and what they say, and I must include now even some of the people in the country, we have to listen carefully to what they say and also watch what they do also, because that way we refuse to do it. It is our existence that is threatened, not theirs, especially common citizens who are well off, who figure themselves now they are millionaires and billionaires. Now, I've been watching the news report on the devastation of Hurricane Melissa and how bad Jamaica has been affected. In my own little way, I've been trying to do what I can do to... I don't have any items of food or barrels and all of that to send to people because I have to take time away from studies to do this. So, I'll send a little money here and there to a couple of people across the country. And that's fine for me because you're helping Jamaicans to recover. And to be honest, the devastation was of such that I know a lot of people is without the opportunity to buy things. Because even before it occurs, even before this occurrence, a lot of people were down on their luck. And, depending on family for support or a dinner and all of that. And that's fine. That's fine. We have all been there because we are Jamaicans. We have all been there. But I want to use this opportunity to jump right into the aftermath of the hurricane. And the way I see people on YouTube, well, what I hear people talking about on YouTube, the way they talk about it, talk about the government, talk about the relief that is coming in internationally, cursing out the government for the lack of distribution, questioning the government, where is this, where is that, all of these things. I'm wondering if these people are sensible enough or not sensible enough to recognize and realize what you're doing to not just yourself, but to the country internationally. What do you think they're thinking of us? I've sat amongst people who ask me questions as Jamaicans. Is that the way Jamaica is? This is how you people think? Nobody's talking about the logistic of things. Not because you hear of all these relief coming in. Or these whatever goods or food stuff or whatever is coming in to assist the country to get back on its feet. It doesn't mean because the plane touchdowns today, the goods will be rolling out tomorrow morning. No. No one is questioning the logistics of this. How do we plan to make sure that when we roll out the most needed people are served? The government is doing everything to get back current into certain places, to get road fixed, to clear roads and get certain things going again as best as possible. And for you to make a good distribution, a good plan for distributing all of these goods to Jamaica, a lot of these things has to be back up and running before you can start to move around into communities. Yes, people will be hungry. Yes, people will be crying out for help. Right? All of these things. But it's not easy. It's not easy. I listened to a video where a man was saying Andrew Holness says this. I don't know where in Jamaica he was. But listen to the nonsense, Jamaicans. Listen to the nonsense of people. This man was talking about Andrew Holness is a thief and Andrew Holness is this and Andrew Holness is that. And where are all this stuff that comes in and how many planes, 30 planes, that stuff that come down, where is all of that stuff and all of these things? Where is it? He's talking about as if Andrew Holness and DARYL, they have a special warehouse was built, set aside and waiting for these things. They go as far as to make songs. That Melissa is man-made by Andrew Holness to sell out Jamaica land. What stupidity is this? Are these people really sensible? And these are people who say they are celebrities in the country. I'd sing a song, Jamaica, it is man-made to, for Andrew Holness to sell out the land. Why don't you make a song about climate change and help educate Jamaica nation, the nation of Jamaica about climate change? Climate change is real. Going back to that video, that gentleman I heard saying Andrew Holness is thief and all of these things, and even if it was Portia Simpson, this is what he says. Even if it was Portia Simpson or PJ Patterson as Prime Minister, the same thing would have happened. Now, when he said that, here's a man in the background. No, you can't say that because PNP is smarter than that. Would have done things differently. But telling the man, PNP would have done things differently. What do you mean by done differently? How differently can the PNP do it? Since you are proud enough to stand behind, and if you are man enough to stand behind your argument, and knowledge enough to stand behind what you said, tell us how differently would the PNP do it? Because the only different way the PNP can do it is to fly some helicopters over the head and just drop goods. Who gets, who don't get, just it. I just send a truck down on the road and park up and tell people down the line who can come get boat, get whatever you can to come across, and we have stuff given away and just give it away too. And just give it away freely. And then the needy, the real needy people who are trapped somewhere and can't get out, they don't get nothing. So I'd like you to tell the nation how differently would PNP do it. Instead you come on YouTube with the bullshit. But PNP is smarter than that and can do it different. Also, I listened to another video with someone I think is based in Florida. Soulflow or whatever his name. If I call your name correctly, sir, please forgive me for that. But he came out now with the amount of talking about the amount of generators that were shipped to the country. Who gets them and where are they? Now, Slowfo, I think you should be a smart guy. Well, I can't use the word smart, but educated enough to understand the logistics of this mass distribution of goods and services during the time that we are now experiencing in Jamaica. It is not normal like when everything is normal. It is not. Before the mass distribution can start, the government have to make sure that electricity is in place. We're getting back water supply into certain areas. Are we going to distribute certain waters with it? Do we have enough water supply before we can get back water in the pipe? Is our roads roadworthy? We have to get these things back in place, the basic thing that's going to take us around and across the country. How do you distribute goods without that plan in place? You're all talking as if the government and DARYL Vaz are a big warehouse where they're just storing things for themselves or them special friends, and then the rest of the country goes hungry, die for hunger. Now, instead of you guys criticizing the government, what I've noticed though, no one comes out to say, I called the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management and spoke to them, find out, ask them these questions, especially like where you are with your plannings, how is the logistics going, what can we do, how can we move, because we are down on the ground here in Westmoreland and we are trying to mobilize some things, but what can we do to help you guys to reach to people in a quicker way, in a better way, maybe not in the volume you'd love to, but at least if we're getting the immediate need out there to them in a quicker way, that can ease some of the burden. No one comes forward to say anything about that. No one mentions these things. No one. But everybody's accusing the government of hiding stuff, getting stuff and not distributing it. Not you can fly down and clear your things and drive down to Westmoreland and drive down to St. Elizabeth as far as you can go and distribute what you want to do. The government have a national responsibility. People like Bujo and other entertainers, they don't have a national responsibility. They have a community-based responsibility. The government can't plan like them. The government has to plan on a national scale, which takes time, effort, and planning. And when I say planning, we are talking about precision planning. How do we work the logistic of this distribution plan? We have to have that in place. Nobody's talking about it, but everybody's ready to jump and accuse the government of this and of that. I want to just jump on something with Buju Banton, because I hear Buju Banton comes out and talking all kind of crap and nonsense. He flying stuff, and when he check, this is missing and that is missing, and where's the oversight security and Mr. Vaz, what happened to this and all of these things. As if DARYL Vaz was there to tell people, move this and put it over here for me, take out this and hide it over there and all of these things. And you said something, Buju Banton. Now, you're blaming the government. Let me say this now, before I go on to what I really want to say about you. You're blaming the government without any evidence. You should not be the one to accuse people without evidence. Because according to you, you were accused of something without evidence. So much so, brother, that you did time for the very same thing. But you have yet to deny it or acknowledge it publicly. But you have no doubt to blame someone else for something without evidence. And that's the world in which we live. You go on to call, to pass the remarks. The people who steal your things and all of these things, them are drunk. Well, let me tell you something, Buju. I find that very disrespectful, and I don't mind being the lone voice out there saying this. I find that very, very disrespectful. And you're out of order, you're out of line. Because listen to this. This is directed at you now. If one Jamaican is a drunker, all Jamaicans are drunker. One Jamaican a thief, all of we are thief. If one Jamaican, one black man is a drunker, all black men are drunker. One Rasta is a drunker, all Rasta are drunker. So be careful of your words, Buju. I'm going to advise if you come to the nation and apologize to the nation for call people drunker. You could have, if you even left your house open and invite certain people in your house freely, them are going to thief you. There's a way to prevent things from happening, and don't blame DARYL Vaz. And don't blame, throw your blame at the feet of people who you think is the simplest and the easiest to target. You understand? Because we all know this is politicized by you. We know this is politicized by you. Sorry about that call. So, I would advise you, get back on the same YouTube platform and same people them we are call them a drunk. And them only deserve a plastic bag of goods or stuff. Apologize to the nation. Because I don't think you have fathomed what you have said in a real way. The impact of what you have said in a real way to sensible thinking Jamaican people who think for themselves. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the effort to help and recover the country can be a political thing. It can be a PMP thing or a JLP thing. As that man in the video said, PMP would do it different. That man is definitely a useful idiot for the PMP political party. Why don't he make himself a useful idiot for Jamaica? But you make yourself a useful idiot for the PNP party. Same thing Bourgeois tried to climb the ladder. And the reality in the country is that nobody has ever said that. I don't hear nobody come together as celebrities and alright, you guys flying a whole lot of stuff and help the country. And that's absolutely a wonderful idea. Great way to respond to the devastation. But have you sat down with the government and find out where they are with the distribution, where they are in them policy and plans, and how they're going to get things out there? What's the logistics they're working out? How soon can they get the thing up? What needs to be done before? What kind of pretext has to be put in place before we can start rolling out stuff to people? No. But a lot of accusation has been shown left, right, and center. And we have to be very careful, we have to be very tactful with what we're doing and what we're saying, because we're really not leaving a credible impression internationally. To all those countries that is helping us, let me tell you something. We're not leaving a credible impression amongst them. And Jamaicans, by doing what we're doing, we're only creating our own demise. And I want to share this with you guys. Melissa has left us with two clear lessons and understanding, however you want to look at it. One, climate change is real. And I've said it before that if whatever party becomes the next government, it's going to have a hard time governing the country. But people laugh at me and say I'm a damn idiot because I don't know what I'm talking about. But you see, I'm not the kind of man who sit down and only work and visualize, base my progress or vision on just what government plans are. No, I'm not that kind of man. There are other things outside of government control that can destroy an economy. And climate change is one of them. And it's getting worse around us. It is getting worse. One of a very important thing, Notice where Melissa hit the breadbasket of Jamaica. Notice this thing. Why did Melissa destroy the breadbasket of Jamaica? It is telling the government of the day and the people of the day, climate change is real. So what government needs to do, how do we help our farmers to plant, but at the same time safeguard against the destruction of the environment? How do we do that? That's one of big challenge coming up for the government out of this. Second message Melissa left us, our understanding, that if we think climate category 5 was bad, the worst is yet to come, because we are on an unsustainable path right now as people. We need to change our ways. Ladies and gentlemen, suffice it to say that the country is reeling. It's going to take years to recover fully. It's going to take some time. And a lot of things may not come back. You understand? But if the country is going to recover, it's going to take both JLP and PNP party together to come together. It's going to take the PNP supporters and JLP supporters, none Christian, worldly, and Rasta, everybody, all Jamaicans, to come home and abroad, to come together and help to build the nation. Now, notice when times are normal, the country, the division in the country is so bitter, so high, runs so deep. That good God, man. There's nothing the JLP can do that is right, and nothing the PNP can do that is right or makes sense. Now here comes a destructive force, warning us, telling us signaling to us that if we don't come together as a nation, we will not survive. There's strength in numbers, ladies and gentlemen. This makes sense. Melissa has taught us some valuable lessons that we have been overlooking all these years, all this time. It is important that we take the lessons of Melissa serious. And I'm using this opportunity, this platform once again, to appeal to all Jamaicans to understand wherever you are. Because even the diaspora movement, PMP and JLP people in it, and them are loggerheads right now as to relief and support to go towards the country. So, listen, if we can come together as a nation and cut the crap about this politics thing, I'm not saying walk away from politics, but whatever effort we're making to build the country cannot be based on the political ideology of the PMP, now on the political ideology of the JLP. It has to be on what is best for Jamaica, not the PMP or the JLP. It is time for us to take our head out of the asses of the PMP party, take our head out of the asses of the JLP party, and start to see ourselves as Jamaicans, work together to build the nation. Melissa is a big warning. Let's not forget, climate change, as I said, is real. We're also sitting, the country is also sitting on an earthquake belt. Remember this. So if we think, as Melissa indicated to us, if we think category 5 was devastating, wait, there's worse to come. Jamaica, blessed love to you all. Welcome once again to the Lenny Robbins YouTube show. I still have a follow-up to do, and I have two more videos to do on this Melissa thing. Because the crap and the nonsense that is coming out of people who you think should be smart and be more thinking things through thoroughly before they even start to open their mouth. The crap that is coming out of these people on YouTube, all in the name of what? You sensational lies and headline. Spragga Benz exposed Andrew Holness. So let me ask the question. If Spragga Benz exposed Andrew Holness, what does that mean for the nation? Andrew Holness is elected for 5 years, so you can't get him out until the next 5 years. So nothing Spragga Benz says or do can get Andrew Holness out of government for the next 5 years. Unless him can prove Andrew Holness commit a murder, or him can prove Andrew Holness commit something, a criminal offense that of such magnitude that he has to be charged and arrested and whatever. So all the deadline is what? To please who? The PMP? Or one set of Jamaican people? No. Spragga have a platform. Would I love to see Spragga using platform to unite the nation, for call for a unification of all races. Everybody talk about Marcus Garvey teachings and Garveyism, but I don't hear nothing when it comes to politics. People talk about these things. And Garvey party in Jamaica was one of the first political party that tell us to unite. But yet everybody talk about JLP and PMP and JLP and PMP and building Jamaica. Building what kind of Jamaica? Stop your nonsense, stop your crap, stop the BS, come real, become a Jamaican and fight for Jamaican. Ladies and gentlemen, I may be the lone voice out there, but welcome to the Lenny Robbins YouTube channel. Know your politics. Let's come together to create a better understanding for one and all in Jamaica. Thank you.